Welcome to the third annual Miss Incredible pageant. We are so happy for you to be here. When I originally started the pageant in my sophomore year of high school, I never could have imagined the legacy, the opportunities that it created, and the connections that we've been able to create between people with and without disabilities. As I said before, when I started this pageant, I was just a sophomore in high school. I had a dream of creating inclusion, awareness, and a sense of community, as I said before, between people with and without disabilities. I myself have an older brother who is deaf, and he taught me a lot about inclusion and awareness. These were very popular terms, of course, in our household and many other households, but they were also very important to us. From these lessons that my brother gave me of his experience growing up in the GCPS school system, and also me myself being a girl growing up in the GCPS school system, I wanted to have a greater impact on our community. I wanted to build a sense of community. Doing this, I definitely wanted to create the Miss Incredible pageant, but also destroy the idea of a pageant. I wanted it to be a moment for celebration, inclusion, to cherish all of our differences, and also to highlight who we are and the people that we want to create in our community. It truly takes a village. Coming into the third annual Miss Incredible pageant, all of us had no idea what was coming and what we would experience. Of course, we all wish that this event could be in person, but we wanted to make this virtual event the most amazing virtual event that we possibly could for our participants. In times like this, it's important to celebrate, and we wanted to take today to celebrate our incredible participants. I know that we're all waiting to see their beautiful pictures, their videos, and we hope that you are just as excited as we are. Team Incredible has put so much work into this, and as a senior and soon to be graduating, I want to make sure that the Miss Incredible pageant leaves a legacy in our community. It's been so amazing to see the outstanding reactions of parents and participants through the Miss Incredible pageant, and that is what makes it worthwhile doing. As a graduating senior, I'll be attending UC Berkeley in the fall, but of course I'll be coming back to see the product that I have created with my team of friends, my family, and our community, and see how it unites all of us together and keep celebrating these incredible participants. I'm looking forward to the third annual Miss Incredible pageant. I hope you are too, and I'm so excited for what this afternoon has to offer. Thank you.
We are so excited to now introduce your 2020-2021 Miss Incredible middle and high school participants to you. We loved reading about our participants, looking at their pictures and videos, and it is now our chance to celebrate each participant. We know that this year has been tough, but these young women are the true definition of incredible. Now we want to take the time to introduce each of our participants. We are going to begin with our middle school participants, and first up is Tyree Taylor. Tyree goes to Twin Rivers Middle School, where she is in the 6th grade. Her favorite activity is walking and playing around the park. She dreams of becoming a counselor in the future, and her favorite subject in school is art. If she could pick 3 words to describe herself, she would choose kind, sweet, and beautiful. Tyree one day hopes to visit Paris, France. Give a round of applause for our next contestant, Skylar Regna. Skylar goes to Oakland Meadow School, where she is in the 8th grade. Her favorite activity is to tune in to some Elvis and bust a couple dance moves. When she grows up, Skylar hopes to get into a career that helps others in need. In school, Skylar's favorite subjects are music and APE, and if she could pick 3 words to describe herself, she would choose happy, sassy, and beautiful. Skylar dreams of visiting the beautiful island of Hawaii. Last, we have Carmela Tate. Carmela is one of our middle school participants reigning from Cruz Middle School, where she is a 6th grader. Carmela's favorite activity is ballet, and she aspires to become a dress-up model as a career. Carmela's favorite subject in school is reading, and she enjoys sitting down with a good storybook. If Carmela could describe herself in 3 words, she would pick sweet, kind, and smart. One day, she hopes to visit Paris or Orlando. These are our middle school participants, and next, we would like to recognize our high school participants.
Introducing Layla Pittman. Layla attends Mountain View High School where she is in the 10th grade. She has a love for singing and has dreams to become a teacher. Her favorite subject in school is physical education. The 3 best descriptors she would use to describe herself are sweet, smart, and kind. If she could visit anywhere in the world, she would go to South Korea to see her favorite Korean pop band, BTS. Give her some virtual applause. Next, we have Jessica Ortiz. Jessica is a 10th grader at South Gwinnett High School. Jessica loves to get in touch with her athletic side while playing her favorite activity, lacrosse. Jessica has dreams of becoming a detective in the future. Her favorite subject in school is science, and if she could describe herself in 3 words, she would pick caring, friendly, and fun. If she could visit anywhere in the world, she would visit Paris, France. Help me to welcome Lizzie Kirksey. Lizzie is a 12th grader at South Gwinnett High School. Her favorite activity is to feel the breeze of the wind as she participates in wheelchair racing. When she grows up, Lily hopes to make a career for herself as an adaptive athlete. Lizzie's favorite subject to learn in school is sign language, and if there were 3 words she could pick to describe herself, she would pick happy, best hugger, and likes to go fast. One day, Lizzie hopes to visit the Magic Kingdom. Last, we want to spotlight Morgan Gooms. Morgan attends the Bew Center, where she is a member of the ADAPT program. Morgan's favorite activity is talking on the phone with friends and family and both listening and singing to music. Her favorite class in school is math, and she hopes to work with dogs in her future. If Morgan could pick 3 words to describe herself, she would choose hardworking, amazing, and nice. She wants to one day visit Charleston to spend time with Marlena and her grand-grand. The community of people with disabilities is a community that takes support from friends, family, and mentors. It truly takes a village because there are so many people who play such an important role. We would like to introduce you to our guest speaker, Mrs. Frances McBrayer, who is the Executive Director of Focus.
Hello to everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to speak at this year's Miss Incredible pageant. I am honored to be a part of it. I know that things are virtual this year, but the event is just as special. I want to say thank you to the participants, to their families and friends. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us through this program. I am a mother to my own incredible girl who brings joy to everyone she meets. And I'm lucky enough to also be the executive director at Focus, where our mission is to embrace and equip families of children with disabilities to make everyday life better. I want to take this moment to say that if you're a participant and/or a family member who has not heard of Focus, please check us out. We are truly a community for individuals with disabilities and their families, and we offer activities for children, teens, and young adults, resources for parents, support for entire families, and much more. Please help us spread the word so that other families can experience the Focus community and all that we have to offer. When people think of the word disability, many automatically think of what can't be done. It's a bit of how we're programmed, to concentrate on what does not fit the typical model. But when we take the time to focus on what can be done, our whole perspective changes. We see how each individual person experiences joy, and we see how all of our differences work together to create something beautiful. We celebrate the accomplishments that we know each person works hard to achieve, and we learn empathy and compassion for others. The Oxford English Dictionary defines empathy as the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. When I think about empathy, I first think of how I display it outwardly to other people. I'm a social worker, so displaying empathy is an important part of my profession. But then I think about how much value I feel when people show empathy to me. Actually, my daughter is a great example of this. Even though she is not verbal, she understands my feelings and absolutely demonstrates behaviors of comfort and support towards me when I am feeling low. And she celebrates with me when I'm feeling high. She has the ability to comfort and celebrate others. She also has many other abilities. She is not defined by what she cannot do, not when we change the narrative and concentrate on what she can. The same is true for all of the Miss Incredible pageant participants here today. The students who have planned and coordinated today's event have taken the time to learn about their peers and have created this platform to celebrate all that they have to offer to our community and to the world. So here's to creating a culture of value for everyone in our community, and to taking the time to really learn about a person and all that they have to offer. When we do this, we're lucky enough to encounter some of the most incredible people. Today's event is the perfect example of that. Congratulations to all those involved.
We will now be moving on to our participant titles. This is where we showcase these incredible young ladies, each with an individual title of their choosing. We ask the participant what description best encapsulates who they are and create a unique title for them based on their answer. From there, we award each participant their title to honor who they are and give them their chance to shine. Here are our participant titles.
Introducing our first middle school participant, titled Miss Smiley, welcome Tyree Taylor. Next up is Miss Lovable, Skylar Regna. The last middle school participant we want to celebrate is Miss Sweet Girl, Carmela Tate. Let's welcome our first high school participant, Miss Sunshine, Layla Pittman. Give a round of applause for Miss Kind, Jessica Ortez. Give it up for Miss Happy, Lizzie Kirksey. Introducing our last and final participant, Miss Independent, Morgan Gums.
Our teachers and mentors play such a large role in being there for us, supporting us along the way, and pushing us to try harder. People involved in special education especially deserve a large congratulations and support for all they do, and their caring and loving actions. We have asked each participant about a teacher or mentor who has played a large role in their life, and here are some of the people who have supported our participants. Layla Pittman would like to thank her teacher, Miss Jenkins. Miss Jenkins helped her learn and have fun at school. Carmela Tate would like to thank Miss Silver, who helped her do her classwork. Jessica Ortiz would like to thank Mrs. Dawes. She would say that you should never let people put you in a box, no matter what you have. Lizzie would like to thank Mrs. Mary Beth Redmond. Lizzie shared that she helped her learn sign language and to help herself. Morgan Gooms would like to thank Mrs. Coetta and Miss Sherry because they were nice and helped her. Tyree would like to thank Miss Phillips, and Skylar would like to thank Miss Pelletier. Now, we want to take this time to give a shout out to our Miss Incredible team. This is the group of people that have worked hard these past few months to put together this pageant. Faced with the challenge of not being able to hold an in-person pageant this year, our team has been going through ideas to get the most out of a virtual pageant for our participants. Taking this time, we're going to thank and recognize our Miss Incredible team members.
Marie Jane is the first member we would like to recognize tonight. She is the president as well as the founder of the Miss Incredible pageant. Marie is a graduating senior from Peachtree Ridge High School. Next, we have Magda DeWitt. She is one of our 12th grade board members and has been part of the pageant for the last 3 years. Magda is a graduating senior from Peachtree Ridge High School.
Anna is also a 12th grade board member and has also been involved in the pageant since the beginning. Anna is a graduating senior from Peachtree Ridge High School. We now have Amartya Chandler as the 11th grade board member and has been with us since the first annual pageant starting as a volunteer. She's going into her senior year at Peachtree Ridge. Katie Downs is our 10th grade board member, and this is Katie's first year with the pageant. Katie is going into 11th grade at Mill Creek High School. Next, we have Afshin Anjum, who is our 9th grade board member, and this is also Afshin's first year working with the pageant. She just finished her freshman year at Peachtree Ridge High School.
Callie Simonton started working as just a volunteer the first year and moving into a position as volunteer director last year. She is now our participant director for this year's pageant. She also just graduated from Peachtree Ridge High School. Now we have Christian Samuel. The first year he was a volunteer and has been our participant director last year as well as this year. He graduated from Peachtree Ridge High School this year. Next is Andrew Chong. He has been our volunteer director for the past 2 years, after being a volunteer the first year of the pageant. This year he graduated from Peachtree Ridge High School. Ansley Hartman had volunteered with us during the first pageant, then joined the team last year as a volunteer director, and one of this year's participant directors. Ansley is a graduating senior from Peachtree Ridge High School. This year's Community Outreach Director is Afreen Anjum. She was a volunteer with us during our first pageant and was in Community Outreach during our second pageant. Afreen is a senior who graduated from Peachtree Ridge High School. Caitlin Brown has been part of the pageant since the first year. Starting as just a volunteer, she became the rehearsal director for the past 2 years. She graduated from Peachtree Ridge High School this spring.
This year's marketing director is Natalia Chang. Natalia has volunteered with the pageant for the first 2 years and moved into a position on the team this year. Natalia just completed her junior year at Peachtree Ridge High School and will be a senior this fall. Before we announce this year's Miss Incredible Middle School and High School, we want to take this time to look back at our last year's winners and the 2020 Miss Incredible pageant.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting loud now. Can you hear? darling, without you. All the stars of 1,000 spotlights, all the scars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Hours ago, I said to a little, these hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough.
Last year's Miss Incredible Middle School was the lovely Sarah Perez. Last year, she graduated from middle school and currently attends Duluth High School. Sarah loves dancing, reading, swimming, playing sports with her sister, and doing anything fun.
The reigning Miss Incredible High School is Emily Creed. Emily is going to be a senior at Central Gwinnett High School. She loves to do karate, and 3 words to describe herself are friendly, honest, and helpful. It is now time for the moment we have all been waiting for. Please welcome your 2021 Miss Incredible Middle School and your 2021 Miss Incredible High School.